Well, I'm winning. I keep winning, but not in the exact way I wanted to. You just try Warrior. Warrior actually has some pretty good cards. Let's try it. Alright, we got Warrior Demon Hunter. I guess we'll do that. Since we have Demon Hunter Hero Power, this thing's actually pretty good. I don't know that it's better than Toad though. Probably not. I have a Haunted Creeper. Oh, hello. Okay, that's a thing. And card draw is really hard to get. Let's just grab the Battle Rage while we can. Wolf isn't gonna be as good as it used to be, as it is in a normal meta. It's not bad though. I think I just rather have the removal. Grab a 4-drop, grab a Frothing. Frothing is still good. Mooklas with the hero power, I guess. Like Cobra. Ogre can potentially make it more likely we actually get a Battle Rage off. Don't think we need to be taking up BGH. Ooh, Weaponsmith. Yeah, we got wrecked by this exact combo with Weaponsmith. Seems really good because you can just make it deal 3 damage. Because 2 is often not enough, but 3 just makes it really good. Wow, we have 3 1-drop. We have 3 2-drop death rattles. We probably just take that. Another one, I guess. Seems okay. Bash is really good, but yeah, with what we have, we should just take Haunted Creeper. I don't think I want that. This is okay. We can like use the Inspire buff of Mooklas Champion and then we can populate it afterwards, potentially. Seems pretty alright. Rampage seems okay. Yeah, Rampage is not guaranteed to work. I think we just take a 5-drop. Well, unfortunate now. Now I kind of regret everything, but it's fine. Cursed Blade, beautiful. More Undertaker synergy. With 3 Haunted Creepers, I mean, pretty sure we just take this, right? Could be a thing. Especially with the 1 damage here part, maybe we'd rather just have a 2-drop anyway. Over a 3-mana 3/3. Hey, what is up YouTube? Kolst here making this cameo because my Spotify started playing a song I can't put onto YouTube. So hello, how's everyone doing? I usually don't get to greet you guys. So a couple, I'll just talk about the picks here. We're getting a couple of these early death rattles here, you know, because we have an Undertaker and they're really good and they're just really good cards anyway. Take the Dark Iron Dwarf here just because it's the best 4-drop, you know. Take the Ice Rager just because it's a 3-drop. The Panda doesn't seem particularly appealing to me right now. And this is an interesting one because we could take the Toad, we could also take a 5-drop. We have a lot of 5-drops, so pretty sure I'm going to settle on the Toad here. And that is it for this deck. What I'm talking about here, this deck was only rated to 61. If I mention a deck score, this is the Hearth Arena score, which is just the average value off of that. And it's not the most necessarily accurate way of evaluating a deck because it doesn't account for synergies, but that's just what that is. And that's actually one of the lowest scores of any deck I've drafted in this meta, but because of Demon Hunter Hero Power, you just don't need to have that high of a score is really what I found. So we're going to see if this deck is going to do pretty well, as you've probably seen from the title already. But that is it. It looks like my time here is done, so it's pretty nice out here. Can I stay here? What? No, I have to go back to the dungeon, but it's dark. There's no food. No! Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all those things. We should just wait. What is this even? This is a paladin or? Wait, is there even a way to see like what hero they are? Like, what is this? Prince Ranth. I don't know. What hero is this? It's a warrior? He's a warrior, okay. Like, is there a way to know? Or are you just like, you're just supposed to know? Game is literally pay to win. Like, is there, are we just completely, there's just no way to know what hero it is if you don't recognize the portrait and don't know? I guess you have to be paying attention at the beginning of the game. So if you don't see at the beginning of the game, you just don't get to know what class your opponent is playing. Oh, dude, we got the combo. And this just dies. It's probably not actually worth it then. If you had like more death rolls, it would be. Coin power shot, okay. That doesn't seem like a great way to deal with that. Oh. Ah. You appear to be dying. I forgot I was a demon hunter. I should hear a part first. Okay, never punished. But obviously, going into the 2-1 was not a result you would have wanted. Right. Maybe I should have removed it, to be honest. The other thing was you could have also just not attacked with the ogre. I chose to just not miss the 50-50, but then I missed the 50-50 because I'm bad at the game. You just play, you just trade. That's probably the responsible thing to do. Because you could have also just not attacked with the ogre and then played the 5. Which might have been the more responsible play. Probably was the more responsible play. But I don't want to make the responsible play. We did it, chat. Joust denied. We got a trade to protect the 6/6. Could be our Mortal Strike. Why is he buffing the attack that thing? I guess you can see why, but it's just things that non-ping classes do. Oh, we have a Dr. Boom. He denied us our Dr. Boom on curve. He's doing this is way too good to not do. Dr. Boom, I think, was the first card I crafted gold in. Because I was like convinced there was absolutely no way this card wouldn't get nerfed. And then it actually never got nerfed. I learned my lesson. Cards that are... I mean, Dr. Boom was really OP and constructed too, but like... It's even more OP in Arena. And then you learn that things that are OP in Arena don't actually matter in the great scheme of Hearthstone. You know what's funny is like if you go back to the actual, if you go back to standard, they could just play 2 collateral damages and win here. If collateral damage snipes to the left 3, collateral damage actually wins them the game. 2 of them. Get solid spooter lethal. Yeah, champ. Distracted players thought Dr. Boom would suck. I do remember that a little bit. I know, it was still kind of mind-boggling me at the time. Because you have to understand, like, back then, like, cards like Boulder Fist Ogre were not that far off of being constructed playable. They really weren't. Like, they weren't, but they were pretty close to being constructed playable. Maybe I should try to get this out as soon as possible. Because I could have done it now. We'll go for it now. Things that I mentioned is like kind of funny because like evaluate cards that are just independently good and that they could fit into decks. It's just not a thing they're able to do. I think just getting this online is probably better. So let's just kill everything. And it's because in standard you judge cards so much more off of combos and stuff. In Arena you care so much more about the independent value of a card. Just see where this goes, right? Okay. Do we want to take 7? I mean, we can. Popping this might be better anyway. Is Drenfern on the game? I wouldn't. It would kill his guy, so I wouldn't mind anyway. Too badly. I guess we'll pop it. You say Dr. 7. The Dr. Boom, if it was in the standard, would be unplayable now. Be completely unplayable. It still was like, I think if it was, the thing was, is that if they had actually the modern design philosophy that they actually nerf things, I think they might have nerfed it if it existed today. But basically the reason they didn't... Blood Imp is just never gonna die. But you know, they just didn't, back when that card existed, they just didn't want to nerf things. Even though they could, they just thought it was a bad thing to, you know, confuse people by changing what cards do. I think if it was like modern, if it had happened in the modern era, they would have nerfed it. But they just, it didn't get to the point that they felt like it was absolutely necessary, and they just weren't going to nerf it unless it was absolutely necessary. Because Dr. Boom was in almost every deck. Any deck that wasn't just like pure aggro, basically. Technically, Brawl can still save him. I guess like Twisting Nether too. Well, Twisting Nether leave. Well, oh no, we heal him for 5 is a thing because of the fucking zombie chow. Yeah, that could be a problem actually. Wrong 3-2 trade. I guess that's true. I'm playing around silence. When that 3-2 gets silenced, then it'll be the right one. Damage. We'll just let the that thing has lived long enough. The Blood Imp can live forever. We probably just keep Dr. Boom, to be honest. Okay, we have a good 2, good 3, but then how we're getting here seems a little bad. It's like Blood Imp originally, you know, Blood Imp, the version we see, it was the nerfed version. Blood Imp used to be much better, because I think Blood Imp used to be an aura. It used to be an aura that just gave all your minions +1 health. But then it was completely ridiculously OP, because especially if you were playing Zoo and you just drew 2 of them, you just won automatically, so they kind of had to nerf it. I guess I just hero power it, right? It's not too bad. Could be worse. Ogre hero power is a play, but we want to get 5 drops out of our hand. Do we go 5 hero power next turn? We might go Mukla's. I don't know I don't know if Mukla's gonna be good or not. I wonder if we read in the patch notes, did they actually mention that this rotation would last through December 5th, or did they only say that? Oh, they did. Fuck. Imagine if they said that the rotation would dual class be the same, but the rotation might be different. It's actually worked out perfectly though. They did say this would be, they said explicitly in the patch notes this would be the rotation during this period, which was up until December 6th. Tragic. So now if they fix it, then that makes the patch notes lying. They can always edit the patch notes though. Fuck. I have to hear power again. I have to hear power so that I can take this trade. Man. How is it we keep not being able to play Dr. Boom on curve? And we keep winning. Where? Where I'm winning. I keep winning, but not in the exact way I wanted to, by playing exactly 1 card on 1 exact turn. It's so hard. Okay. Wrong one. Doctor at 8. Yeah, it's true. It's pretty good on 8 with Mukul on board. Swing and miss. A little late, bro. A little late, buddy. try to go here, right? He's like almost dead. In fact, I had like a pretty good lethal shot here. But that's no fun. How you did it there? Alright, we used up our bad RNG. Bring out your dead. Bruh! Couldn't even do this in Constructor because you couldn't hear a powerful 1 mana back then. This is literally better than 2015 Constructor. Literally. Oh, they never have Shadow Bolt, right? Surely? It's not a Shadow Bolt. Mukla value? Oh, that would have buffed the other guy. Still probably better, right? Actually, is the dragon thing. I don't like the Mookless. I'd rather do it after the Doctor Boom, right? Like, the thing is... You can Mortal Strike this too, though. That might be better, actually. Probably better. Otherwise you trade and you just play these, but this is probably just better. You get the damage anyway, right, by just going first. Seems just better. Goes for the YOLO play. Gets Dank Steed. I don't think it matters what we do at this point. I mean, it matters what we do, but as long as we're playing either Doctor Boom or Mukla, I think we just win. God, games end fast now. Did games always... I feel like games didn't always end this fast. Didn't let us do it. Play around Thought Steal by keeping Doctor Boom in the opening hand. Got him. Think people draft much better curves these days? Well, I was talking about it earlier, it's like I think people just know how to play better by a significant margin now. And it's probably a pretty big part of it. Because it's not all over trading, but like part of it was people just over trade like crazy back then. The games go so fast too, because like I see like the timer, because I have to like pay attention to the times a little bit to like for ads and stuff. It's like so many of these games are over in 4 minutes, where that used to be really rare. Games are just so fast now. It's because of all that stuff. Time to punish. Like the opponent might concede any second now, and we're only 3 minutes into this game. This has been happening a lot today. Snipe him. Got him. Well, it's not like games were that much longer, but yeah, we're at 3:37. Well, that's since I started the ad, which was before the game started. We're only 3 minutes in this game, and he's literally dead on board. Boom. Yeah, like you didn't really have 3-minute games, because it's partially because you just don't have as, you know, your options aren't as like complex, right? So you're just not thinking as hard either. Like so many of these games just end really fast. The time of the games we played this run, 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minute, 3 minute. Before this, the longest game was 7 minute. Before that, the longest game was 8 minute. If you go back to like last meta, dude, there's like, look at all these like, there's like these double-digit minute games. Like, look at all that shit. Double-digit minute games, those just don't exist anymore. They're just gone. Could keep this, but I don't think we need to. And as I was saying, like, you used to have a lot of top deck games back in the day. I don't think this used to always be the thing, the way it was. Paladin might have made it kind of that way, but it's not even because of Paladin right now. Just don't really want to coin. This can contest a 3-drop. See how good at the game we are. Pretty good at the game, nice. Just 3 mana 5/4 with upside, pretty good. Help. He appeared to not like this. Okay. Oh, he gets so fucked by what we have exactly. I could have also, no, it's like I had to do it that way, right? I mean, you could have taken a risk, but you would have like pre-traded the spider and then hope you didn't lose the 1 out of 3. If you lose the 1 out of 3, you get fucked. But then you would have been able to buff the spiders. Spider death rolls. Could have been worth it. But it's just you're taking the risk. You're taking a 1 out of 3 like lose the game risk there, right? There was no risk? Oh, you could have just not taken the damage. You're in trouble now. I can also just go phase. Are you saying you see where the death roll goes before? Yeah, if that makes sense, okay. I don't really care about that, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I guess we gotta do these. Because especially in this meta, I'm just in the mode where it's like if the cost is taking face damage, like that just doesn't really matter right now. We're in the meta where people would trade 7 attack minions into 1/1s because it was the better board play. So I'm not overly concerned about optimizing that stuff. But I should technically. Man, it feels really bad to do this, but I guess we do. It's just the 9/9's gonna get stopped anyway. I mean, playing the Ice Rager into a 2/2 isn't better, so. Just, we might just die. Imagine if we had 4 more health, that could help. Trying to kill us, chat. Well, not much we can do about it. It appears we are dead. So I guess 50% of the time. Well, actually, no, we died anyway. Actually, it didn't matter because he had 2 extra damage, so it didn't make a difference. I didn't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I hear a pirate when I could just like let the frog go in first. It's fair. Just keep this, I guess. The only other thing is like you could try to like snipe this shield. You could like trade this off. And it doesn't make any sense, I don't think. He's also a warlock, so you should also hit him in the face. General rule. A good old jokes on you, my deck sucks moment.
You're in trouble now.
We just go face. Good chance that that actually, well, I don't think it's gonna like quite get us to the crusher, but could theoretically. I don't know how. Possibly could. We could go face and crusher, but we can Mookla's champion as well. Actually, with Mookla's, we just go face. That seems kind of okay. Because, like, I don't mind if he trades. I really don't mind if he trades into the 4-3. probably better than a 9/9, right? Both pretty good. Oh no, a Spectral Knight we've lost. Damn. Been outmatched. Outmatched by the Spectral Knight. Clearly a tragedy. This run has only been going according to HS Replay. The way tracking the in-game, it's only been 38 minutes. We're at 7-1. We played 8 games in 38 minutes. Less than 5 minutes a game. What you're saying is tempo is good. Oh no, we mentioned that this run has already gone twice as many wins as our last 2 runs combined. And yeah, it's because tempo good basically. Most games don't seem to go like that. This is what's really confusing to me, is because like back in like 2014, 2015, I felt like so many games ended up being like solly value games that just, you know, would be like top deck wars, but it just doesn't seem like that's a thing right now. Could have also played Haunter Creeper. But he's gonna have to kill the 5/2, right? So I think this is fine. Oh. That's kind of rude. We're gonna have to wait a little bit then. Didn't they adjust on rule at some point? At some point, yeah. Yeah, like mages not having Flame Strike, because mages just don't have Flame Strike, and part of the thing is like I have not seen like a lot of mages at decently high wins, and I think part of it's because they just don't have Flame Strike. We just go right. We could wait. I mean, I could wait. You wait. I think we're ahead enough.
Maybe.
It's like mages not having Flame Strike makes them kind of not a class right now. Because mages kind of balanced around having Flame Strike, or was in the early days. And as a result, there's not really a value class in this meta.
I am freed from the curse.
And Flame Strike's in, to be clear. Like Flame Strike's actually in the game, but it's just it's at epic offering right now instead of common, which is the whole thing. Flame Strike would actually still full clear here. Old Flame Strike would not have though. Boom! Swing and miss. Yeah. Still dead. We've done it! We found the thing. just does action. This does literally nothing. In theory, like coining Mortal Strike is a better tempo play just because it actually does something, but I mean, then you're delaying your Doctor Boom by a turn. Ideally, we just top deck Arathi Weaponsmith, and then this is actually good. I mean, good is a stretch, but you know. We have 2 Mookless champions? It's a problem.
Thank you.
Just happens to do that in the exact turn, that's good. Demon Hunter is probably the best second pick in the game just because Demon Hunter Hero Power is so good. Maybe Rogue is... It's possible Rogue is better, but... Because you get class cards that way. But yeah. It's part of the consequence of making the power level so just hilariously low is that hero power has become more important than cards at that point, at a certain point. Maybe not more important, but I mean about equal. And we can play this and then immediately die. But yeah, I was assuming like Warlock would be number 2 after Demon Hunter maybe, but like after playing more, I feel like it might be lower. It might be lower than Rogue, for example. And it might even be lower than Paladin as a second pick. And that's simply... And that's because, like, frankly, like, I'd rather have Life Tap than Paladin Hero Power, but Paladin cards are just so much better. Fortunately, at least he's wasting so much mana. I was thinking about like Ogre and Creeper, but the thing is, like, the Ogre not being able to kill anything could be bad. Would have worked out well, it turns out. Guess we let him choose which one he wants to kill. And try to set up the buff onto the spiders. So much for that. It's really annoying. Let me recycle this, I guess, if I want to. I guess I will. Could have killed the 2/4 instead there. Could have been better. Probably not gonna matter given what we have, but.
One day, I'll be a real nice.
Yeah, we should just be pretty happy with this move close here, right? That's a little annoying.
Another night on the prowl.
Should still be fine. The only thing is that we're a little lower on health than we'd want to be. But is it ever you have to hero power anyway? Because Muklas would just die. You could go like double 3 here and save the Muklas. Because you're not accomplishing a hell of a lot with the Muklas champion. In fact, you're accomplishing damn near nothing.
Happy Hallows End.
So double 3 might actually just be better. I'm buffing a Haunted Creeper. I think we hold on. 'Cause I don't like feeding this right into that guy, basically. Seems still not particularly good, so do the other stuff first. It's unfortunate we didn't draw either of our crushers yet. Like he has a crusher. Ah, crusher right on time. I think this is better though. I can pop this to make more damage. Seems reasonable. I just hope he doesn't top deck damage. It is damage, but not enough. Exactly. So we have to kill this. This is bad. I guess I just have to use it here. Okay. I mean, we lost. I would have preferred the 1/1, the 2/2, but a beast is okay. We did it. Oh, he missed lethal, tragic. Ooh, Jaime. Boom. Are you asking if why didn't I just leave lethal on board for my opponent? His mini had 10 attack on it. play this to try to protect this guy. Otherwise, I think I would potentially start with this. You could give him this. I'd rather develop something.
Let the pain speak to me.
Opponent good at the game. We could have also drawn instead of hero powering, but I think it's good to do this. We can't win this game on value probably, so drawing could put us into a deeper tempo hole. Can't afford. Although drawing could also give us exactly the cards we need. I think we just have to hope we draw well. Really? That's surprising. That's an absurdly weak play. And we still get the draw. We go double 3. Probably still want to keep templing as hard as possible, so we'll do this into Dr. Boom. And then look at the draw. Ideally we would just draw in Tall Strider, so that we could draw and also play a 4-drop. I'm willing to take the damage there. They never a brawl, surely? Or a whirlwind, or swipe. Surely. I was hoping the damage would just go phase, but the ogre missed. Freaking ogre. My draw! Alright, seems pretty dead here. I mean, he can't use his Gorehell anymore, really, so... It makes you wonder, it's like, with how tempo-y these games are. Was everyone just playing wrong back then? Probably, right? That's how everyone would play for value back in the day. Seems like we have unrun out of opponents. Druid Rogue, okay. You always face someone with the same win-to-loss ratio? That is actually not how it works, no. Once you get to like 10, then it's a lot harder to find someone though.
Water.
They don't actually match you off of exact win-loss. The way it works is that, so for example, well, they assign every win-loss a score, basically. So like, for example, like a 5 and 2 is probably about the same as like a 3 and 1 or something. So at 5 and 2, you might just get matched with a 3 and 1 person instead of a 5 and 2 person, just because there just happens to be one available, right? You get matched with someone with like the same match score, basically. But then the longer the queue goes and the harder it is to find someone for you, the more it'll loosen up, and you know, you might get against someone that's even further away from you. So at 6 and 2, if you have, the thing is like you could insta queue as a 6 and 2, and it could be someone else's long queue. So you might say, oh, I insta-queued into a guy who was 10 and 1, but it's because maybe that 10 and 1 guy was in queue for 5 minutes, and you were the first person above 6 wins to queue, you know? So that's the thing. Great. Is you may or may not, you can't reliably expect you were queued into someone even remotely near your win-loss, basically. I really want to play as Pit Fighter. We're playing as Pit Fighter. I'm just thinking if you don't take this trade first. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to.
I wield the power. Bring out your dead. I fight dirty. It's hammer time.
I think we're supposed to pre-hit here because our health is high enough that we don't care. I'm kind of incentivizing him to take this trade, which I actually want him to do. Oh my god, Frost Elemental's a card again? Holy shit, I forgot that was a thing. I miss Frost Elemental, bro. Oh, this is summon? I thought this was play. Holy shit. I didn't even know this was I didn't know this was summon. Oh god, this card's OP. Oh. Okay, well, that's the thing. This was a game of Hearthstone. The good old, we both had Dr. Boom, but we went first, so we win game. I never got that good at Handlock. Handlock was difficult. Probably partially because it was actually high agency. It was just a little weak to a lot of things that existed back then. Because you were always playing an uphill battle if your opponent was just a face hunter, you know? Yeah, especially now, because if you queue into classic mode, you're just going to queue into a bunch of face hunters, so it's just like playing Handlock just probably isn't the smartest thing.
Doesn't Hallow's End suit me well? Happy Hallow's End, friend. It's getting hot in here.
Oh yes, we discussed this earlier, so wait, this is a warrior, right? Okay, yeah, it's a warrior. I'm like, what is this thing? I'm supposed to play this and double trade, because he's going to trade one anyway, so we're probably going to want to take the trades anyway, so I guess we just do it. Although we have the recombobulary, so maybe getting that value trade wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but it's just losing now. Because we didn't, we lose. That's what it seems like.
For the crusade!
I guess we hear power double too, right? We could go 5, but that's probably just not better.
You might feel a little tingle.
Only we were a paladin.
Answer the call of the light.
It's a slow turn. Could have popped the spires this turn, maybe. But delaying the pop on the spires maybe lets us get a Mookless champion. Maybe delays our Mookless champion value. Why is everyone have Erdling Farce here? We can still win, but we have to draw. I mean, he has to either not clear a lot of our shit, and then we draw Mookless Champion, or we have to like draw Crusher or Doctor Boom. Not much else we can do. I guess like Azure Drake could help. Any other draw and we lose. Maybe, I mean, if the damaged minion stays up, the Battle Rage could be our best draw. Nice. It's pretty unlucky for him. Yep. No sense in trading, I don't think. His 4-3 probably goes into our 3-2 as is. Why not? He's not developing much. Issue is... we might just die. Fairly good chance we just die. Might not though. He only needs 2 damage. But Warrior, Warrior can kill us with a weapon like a War Axe or a Death Bite. Demon Hunter doesn't have any cards, so we could also die to another Kraken. That's about it though. There's a couple other things, but very unlikely. We did it! Wait, we haven't won. Forgot about the fact that we haven't actually won yet. Maybe we've won.
Heavy ball redeemed.
Fuck. The thing is that since he couldn't kill us last turn, we don't die to if this is a Kraken. So we probably just go face. You could try to win off of this, but it could also like screw us. I think we just push the damage. And then surely we don't die. Surely we don't die. But it seems super unlikely anything bad could happen unless we just get like RNG ragged or something. By fire, be purged! I don't like him drawing another card. That I'm okay with. That I am also okay with. Seems like we're good. He's deciding which minion to give the lethal to. It's gotta be the bomb, right? Spider's okay. They're both good decisions, to be honest. They're both pretty good. He chooses to miss lethal. A terrible, terrible decision. Oh, we top deck Mortal Strike. Nice. Now he dies to neither of them. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, all these things. And at some point, I'm gonna figure out how these XP things for the event work. I have absolutely no idea. We did it. We got to 12 wins apparently. Turns out Dr. Boom is a good card. Tempo is good. This is what we have learned today. We did it. We have done it. 2 packs and well over 400 gold. 425, pretty good. Mortal Strike own bomb for lethal, that was an option. Possibly.